Oh, hey there. Don't mind this. I was just watching my daily dose of Red Room live streams. You know, I get to see people get brutally murdered in front of my very eyes, live, in fact. But that's enough about that. You're probably wondering, how am I able to watch this type of content without the FBI busting down my door? Well, stick around, because not only will I show you how to access this type of content, but the specific software you need to access this content. My name is Bootleg Jones, and welcome to another episode of Very Illegal Stuff, Part 4. That's 4 right there. Part 4, my friends. Let's go. Well, first and foremost, you're not going to be able to find this type of content on the surface web, which is just... Well, you see, the surface web is just anything that can be indexed by regular search engines, such as Google, Bing, MSN, etc. However, you're not going to be able to find this type of content with regular surface web browsers, so you can just forget about them. Instead, you're going to need an overlaid network or an onion router such as Tor, which is one of the most commonly used authorizations which allow you access to the dark web. You see, once you finally access the dark web, most consider it a maze because of how difficult it can be to look for any specific website. Unlike the surface web, there isn't a commonly used search engine that anyone can use, so once you finally access the dark web, you're pretty much on your own. You see, what I want to emphasize here is that not everyone that uses the dark web are a bunch of, maniacs or homicidal weirdos that only go on here to look for depraved content. Most people that use the dark web only want to, just have a privacy in mind when they index anything. They simply just don't want people to, snoop around, like the government, because those guys can just... They snoop around too much, in my opinion. Yet again, it is true that there are some weirdos who use the dark web for depraved purposes, such as myself. This can range from illegal pornography, murder for hire services, fraud services, cyber terrorism. Anything that is remotely illicit, you may find it on the dark web. In 2013, a man by the name of Ross Ulbricht launched a website called The Silk Road, an anonymous market on the dark web, which can sell any type of illicit substance you can think of, cocaine, meth, heroin, you name it. Now, once the Silk Road was finally brought to the public eye, popularity in the dark web exploded to the point where everyone was trying to create their own hidden services, possibly to, actually sell drugs or just scam people out of their money. For example, one website claimed to be a murder for hire services in which you can, hire assassins from around the world. However, some leaked emails proved that the website was fake and that any orders that were sent through were just most likely forwarded to police stations. In fact, one of the emails explicitly say that it's a website that is designed to scam criminals of their money. Well, I think that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you all next week. Oh, and don't worry about the FBI or any other agency breaking down my door. I'm somewhere where they will never find me, and somewhere very secure. So don't you worry about a thing. And plus, my door is reinforced and locked, so no one will ever be able to get in. Even...
¿Por qué no estás en la cama? ¿Por qué no te has lavado los dientes? Es hora de que te vayas a acostar.
I'm sorry, please, Mom. Okay, look, I understand, please. Okay.